Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Welcome back to our channel and thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your day. As always, guys, I so appreciate you. I appreciate you immensely. Guys, Diddy is done. He's done. And what's coming out more and more and more is just more despicable behavior. And it involves more and more people. So, how does that work? Right under the noses of everybody. And better yet, people were already screaming about it. People were already saying what a piece of shit Diddy was. That Diddy is just a little Diddy piece of shit. But nobody was buying it. People were talking about these freak-offs, making jokes about these freak-offs. And you know who keeps showing up in the worst case scenarios where he just always seems to be in the bad spot? Ashton Kutcher. And I like Ashton Kutcher. Not so much anymore. He showed up with the Danny Masterson. That was his buddy. He's recollecting about what happens at white parties and what happens at just the P. Diddy parties and what he can't talk about and all the laughing and the joking. And at one point, this guy started something with his ex-wife, Demi Moore, that had to do with stop X trafficking, which is something Diddy is accountable for. He is being charged with that because he's being accused of giving drugs to sex workers and having them perform to near death and then having all their vitamins and stuff put back into them via an IV. So what, how, who, why would somebody sell 1,000 bottles of lube to one person that doesn't own a club? Why would one person buy 1,000 bottles of baby oil? You know, you want to get freaky. You want to do your thing. I don't have a problem with that. I don't care what you do behind, the walls of your house, behind the doors of your home. I don't give a shit. But when there's younger people involved, or there's ignorant people involved, or there's people that just don't know what they're there for, and if you have to DRUG somebody to get them to do something, chances are they probably didn't want to do it. So what's going on? What's going on? And now there's a bunch of people that are coming out and saying more and more and more. And Diddy was freaky. He was more than freaky. He was sick. He had this self-entitlement that, in one breath, he's got a boys and girls center that he's trying to lift up to show that he's all that. And then behind closed doors, this monster is beating the hell out of people. Beating the hell out of people, if not taking a gun and unaliving people. We don't know the truth. His credibility is shot to shit. And it's fascinating to me how people like Epstein, people like Weinstein, people like Diddy, people like Masterson, these people, you'd think that they would, God, I have it all. Thank you so much. Let me give back, or I'll keep it all to myself, but at least I won't go fucking hurting people. We look at people like Wade Wilson and we say, I don't know what happened, but he came from a troubled past, right? Where he might have felt rejected, even though common sense says a 14-year-old girl and a 15-year-old boy shouldn't be raising another child, especially if they can't do it, right? And that was Wade Wilson's parents. But I still kind of see how, okay, he felt rejected and he had shit to work out. No excuse for what the fuck he did. Then you have people that they might have worked hard to get what they achieved, but then after they got what they achieved, that wasn't enough. They just wanted more at the expense of other people's lives, dignity, respect, everything. So much so that their integrity, their reputation is out the window. Out the window. I heard there's going to be things coming out on Justin Bieber, the Smith kid. Come on, man. I heard that there's a bunch of kids that were, I don't even know if they were adults at the time. They might have been 18. They might have been 18. I don't know. But how do you look at the face of the parents and then turn around and corrupt their fucking kids? What's wrong with you? What is mentally deranged in your fucking head? You have the life. You can make a change in the world. And look at the change you make in the world. That's what you're going to be known for, because people ain't going to play the songs anymore. I couldn't tell you the last time I heard an R. Kelly song. And he wrote some good songs. That monster too. The fucking devil inside that guy that wrote beautiful songs, right? Where's the person that wrote the beautiful songs? Where's the guy that was given a key to the city of New York a year ago? Almost a year ago to the day that he got thrown in jail. And the judge said, no, there's no bond. And there should be no bond. So kudos to that judge. Kudos, because that guy could take off. He could take off and live somewhere with $1 million. So he's worth supposedly close to $1 billion, right? $50 million. That's all he wanted to give was a $50 million. He should a $50 million bond. That's all he wanted to give. $50 million. That was it, huh? Come on, really? That was it? First of all, he ain't going anywhere. He shouldn't be going anywhere. There's stuff coming out about the way he's being treated in prison. Well, he's not even in prison. He's not in prison. He's just in jail. Heard he's going to be there for a little while. That's going to be all right with me. I don't think that the guy will ever see the light of day without being dressed in some sort of prison garb. I just don't see him coming out. There's just more and more stuff coming out on him. More and more stories. And guys, this started because of a lawsuit that was allowed to be taken because of a law in New York that allowed a window of time for adult sufferers of SA who missed the statutory, who missed the statute of limitations. They opened up a window so that people could go back in time because maybe it registered to them. Maybe they had the wherewithal to make a complaint. You know, and so these things take time. So I'm glad that that happened. And I'm glad that these people are now being penalized, because if you remember, Diddy looked at everybody and said, no, this is a cash grab, an easy cash grab. I didn't put hands on this woman. And yeah, okay, so I'm going to pay her off just to make her go away. It doesn't mean I'm guilty. I'm not guilty at all. To coming on here and telling everybody how sorry he was because the video of how he kicked that girl, punched that girl, drugged that girl came out. Otherwise, he didn't do anything. He didn't do anything at all until the video came out that showed the world what he did. And then he admitted it. So he could stay where he's at. He could rot in hell. I feel really bad for the people that are a victim of this, and the people that got manipulated, and the people who will be embarrassed because of this. But I don't feel bad for anybody that participated in this willingly and was old enough to fucking know better and had the wherewithal to know better. You know, this guy drugged and used people as if they were puppets. You might as well have just put a battery pack on these people's backs and had a fucking remote control in Diddy's hands. Because that's the way he treated people. That's the way he treated people. And that's fucking dangerous. Guys, tell me, what do you think's going to come of this? Do you think that he will stay on this side of the ground? Do you think he'll stay alive throughout this whole trial, which supposedly isn't even supposed to happen until 2025? Or do you think he will join the likes of Epstein? Tell me what you think, guys. Be better today than you were yesterday, not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Always, always, always be kind. Take care, guys. Thanks.